Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me and clicking on this video today. Today I'm going to be doing just an October chat and discussion and talking about my October pages and a quick flip through, and also discuss a little bit of some work burnout, job burnout kind of issues that I'm experiencing, and how I am using my planner to help to work through that and manage that, and just some other functional planner things that I'm thinking about for the future. So the video could get a little bit chatty, so I will be sure to put some timestamps and chapters down below if you want to skip around. But I hope you stick around. Maybe you can relate, maybe you are dealing with some kind of work job issues yourself. So, let's chat about it. And yeah, let's get into this. Okay, hi guys. Welcome to the Paper Joy. And if this is a welcome back, that is awesome. Thank you, and I'm glad that you're here. So October is done. Today is November 1st and I am filming, and to be honest, I'm ready to move on to the next month. October was a little crazy, a little messy. I'm trying some different things in my planners, experimenting a lot, which I've been doing since I started this in July. And that is one of the things I like most about this common planner and the vertical layout, is that I can switch things up, the layouts for the pages, and record things as I need to that help to keep the planner functional for me. So I'm going to, skip ahead to my weekly pages. That's where I'd like to start. So I have my sleep tracker here. I have been consistent in keeping this for the past several months. I knew I wanted to condense it going into October, so just to give myself a little more room, I actually created a larger space for my sleep notes, and then I created another space for kind of just a daily note or observation, some decoration, a little bit of doodles, and then kept the bottom for just general memory keeping information, things like that, note taking. I have my weekly tracker here that I moved into kind of a vertical layout. I don't like that. That actually changes. And then I keep my reminders here in the sidebar. I knew I also wanted to start tracking more things for my work on my planner, which I have avoided doing for the past several months since I started this. Because as I've mentioned before, I don't want this, or I didn't want this to be a work planner. It was a personal planner for me, but I've just come to realize that that's just not very practical, and that my work is too much a big part of my life to not include things, in my daily planner. So this next week I did a little bit something different with my sleep tracker. I decided not to have that dedicated space for a sleep note. I would just leave room for that, and then a little bit of room or more room just as I needed, and then put my information underneath that. So I did start putting work information in this week, and my goal is not to track work tasks or like job duties or appointments, things like that. It's really more of a mental, emotional tracker. So days that I work, days that I have off, vacation, holidays, things like that. And then just how I'm kind of feeling overall for the work day. Like as I said, I am and have been for more than a year now dealing with some work burnout. And I've just, come to realize that it's better for me to kind of track those things instead of just trying to avoid it altogether. So that was my plan for this week. I have just a little kind of indicator tracker here that, how I'm feeling for the day, and just maybe a quick note for the day, and then how that, could affect the rest of my day or weekends, things like that. lots going on with work, and just it's been a really, really busy and crazy time. You know, I have my next chapter please here, as I'm looking at doing other things with my work and job. So crazy weeks turn into a week like this. So I wasn't able to get into my planner at all this week. I just my sleep has not been great. Work has just been super busy. There are just, you know, a lot of things kind of shifting. You know, things are changing a little bit. So it was just, you know, it was just a week. And I just wasn't able to get in here. And that happens. You know, that's real life. You know, sometimes things are going on, you know, external, you know, whatever. And you just, you know, you take the good with the bad and you try and do what you can. So I did this week though, because I try and go in and set up the coming week before I get in there, and I did move my weekly trackers back to this horizontal layout because I was not a fan of the vertical. I like my words to go, you know, for me the way they are supposed to, which is left to right. So I did move my tracker back around here. And then the next week I was able to get back in here a little bit. So again, a couple of new things this week with the layout. I did add a little sleep data, you know, kind of data dot tracker over here, which I've seen this a lot before and I've been wanting to try it. So I'm like, you know, this month is such a kind of mess already and I'm experimenting with so many different things. Let me go ahead and try this sleep tracker in here. And I do like this. I will probably continue to do this for a while. I think it's nice to see just how erratic my sleep has been recently. As I'm doing my sleep tracker, you know, I have a couple, you know, a few indicators that I keep, and you know, the hours slept each night for me has just been up and down. October was just kind of a mess for my sleep pattern, so I think it'll be nice to see just a quick glance with something like that. The beginning of the week, I took a couple mental health days because sometimes those are needed. And sometimes, you know, a 2-day weekend simply is not enough. So, you know, if you have those days and you're able to utilize them, you know, that's what I did to start this week. And it helped, you know. Taking a couple extra days, it just, you know, helped me power through the rest of the week and you know, and get through, you know, a lot of things that were going on. So, kind of figuring out how I want to track the work thing and, you know, my walks, other things I like to do during the week. So, all kind of a work in progress. And I should state here too, as I'm talking about work burnout, is I don't hate my job. I don't hate my work. I think that sometimes may be a common misconception with people who may be dealing with some work burnout. I like the work that I do. I like the people that I work with. You know, my core team, you know, we get along well. We work together well. I don't work in a toxic environment. I have in the past worked in a toxic environment and I have removed myself from that, but that's not what I'm experiencing now. Now it is just, it's just a depletion, and you know, that happens. But my work is, I'm proud of the work that I do. You know, it's one of the reasons that I went into public service after grad school, and I think I've mentioned this before, that I work in small business and economic development. So the work that I do is needed, and you know, I'm happy. I said, proud of the work that I do. For me, I'm just a little mentally spent. I'm doing it. So, you know, again, these things happen, and, you know, you just try to work to figure out ways to manage them and to work through them, which is why I started, you know, in this year, 2024. So like I said, this has been over a year now that I've been, you know, trying to manage this a little bit. starting new, just journaling and writing practices in 2024 just to help, kind of manage those things. So that is when I found planning over the summer and doing more journaling things, and those type of self-care things and wellness activities, they do help. So you just have to be consistent with things, and that's not always easy too. It's like I notice, with my own tracking, things that I know that I need to do for my self-care and my wellness, and those things a lot of times when you are not feeling your best, those are a lot of times the things that just drop off, like me getting my morning sun. I know that helps me, and that I don't make it a point to do that just from being tired, or, I don't like to use the word lazy, but, those are things that kind of fall by the wayside. So, but I still track them because, again, I'm trying to document what I'm going through, and also as I am trying to reach that next chapter. So for me, that is transitioning into away from my full-time job and into more, self-employment things. It's something I've been thinking about for a very long time and working toward, probably the last 6 or 8 months or so. It's a work in progress, but I want to document those things in these books, and that's why I decided that I need to start keeping better track of, just my work, my feelings from that, and then how that affects, the rest of my day and when I'm able to accomplish, when I'm done with my actual work day. So that is what October, just kind of turned into. It's, a lot of experimenting, just doing things a little bit differently, and how I may continue to do things into November and then moving forward. So keeping my work here, sleep stuff, and then into this last week of October. So I like this. I mean, I want to keep this. I don't know if I'm going to keep it exactly this way. We'll see. I do like the indicator. I do like the sleep tracker. I like not having so much space dedicated to, my sleep indicators up here. And then I do like keeping this bottom section just for, for notes and things like that. So that is October, and it was, it was kind of messy. Like I said, there was a lot going on, but I'm glad that I can come back to something like this and look at this and realize where I was at that point, and and go from there. So let's see. Going into the daily, so I don't have a whole lot to show back here, just because again, I was using this space for just a lot of, brain dumps, emotional dumps. That's what these pages back here are for me. So start of the month, I did have my kind of starter page for the month. So I just, mark out the month, and then, journal on top of that. And this quote was right at the beginning of the month. I saw this, may the last 3 months of 2024 be the plot twist you've waited for. And that just became more more telling, I guess, as the month went on. But the rest of the pages, just, I am decorating ahead for this now. I really do enjoy doing that, just to get some stuff on the page before I go in there and start writing. Here I have a little planner notebook current lineup, I guess, that I'm working on, and then just a lot of writing in my daily pages this month. So yeah, decoration is good. I like doing that. And oops, where am I going? Into the monthly. There we go. October for the monthly spread. I didn't add a whole lot extra here from what I started with. I did get some crystals this month. I started a book, which I have not finished. My reading habits have still not gotten back to where I was at the first part of the year, so I'm still working on that. I wrote my couple mental health days down here that I took. And I also ordered my first fountain pen in October. So have not used fountain pens before, so this is something I have been thinking about and researching more and learning more about for several months. I've been putting this off for a while, and I finally ordered my first fountain pen at the start of October, and it's actually this one right here. This is the Schaefer 100 Coffee Edition. I actually have a video up on this if you are interested, but I do love this pen so far. It's working well, and I'm looking forward to continuing in this new hobby / journey. And speaking of fountain pens, coming into November, today is National Fountain Pen Day, which I didn't know. Learned something new today, so I wrote that down. But we also have an Ohio pen show this weekend, which I am going to go to. Have never been to a pen show before. I am expecting probably just a completely overwhelming experience, but hopefully that will still be a good time, and I'm looking forward to going to that this weekend. Else this weekend we have fall back. Time changes on Sunday, back to standard time, which I absolutely used to dread this time of year and the fallback in time, just because, you know, the days get shorter. And but the more I've read about it and have come to learn that really standard time is more natural for our body's natural clock, I don't dread this as much as I have in the past. So what else? In November, not a monthly quote this much, so much as some things that I've been reading for New Moon, which is also today. So I have some intention, keywords, and theme for the month, which I thought were pretty fitting. Authenticity, change, transformation, self-expression, and creativity. So I just wanted to write those down. I thought those were good words to carry me through the month. But the biggest thing for me in November is this large block, or for me, a large block of vacation time that I'm taking. It's the largest vacation block that I've had since the end of May. I don't use a lot of vacation time. That's no one's fault but my own. I just don't use vacation time the way that I should. So I run under this mindset of I don't like to be running on empty. I don't not like to have time in the bank. So I'm always just, bank my days. I'll take a long weekend here or there, but I don't take extended time off. And that's probably something that I should think about doing more, but I just don't. So, we'll see. I'm taking some time this month. Then we also have the holiday this month, and I'm turning that into a little bit of extended time too. So I am very much looking forward to and very much need this time away from work, and hopefully I can reset and recharge a little bit, and get some other things done that I need to do outside of work that I find to be difficult when you're completely depleted at the end of your workday. So November should shape up pretty good. I'm just having some time off and to myself, with my family. That will certainly be helpful. So yeah, I think that's it. October to start November. Some fun things happening this month, and of course spending time with family is always good. So thank you if you have stuck around. I appreciate it. And if I have said anything today that you can relate to, regarding some some work or job burnout, you know, drop a comment. Let me know. I would love to engage. You know, there are things you can do to help you to manage these things. You know, I have found several things that, you know, that help. And yeah, that's it. So I hope to see you in the next one. And I'm looking forward to October, and I hope you have a great start, November, and I hope you have a great start to your November too. So take care, guys. Thanks. Bye.